Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Oriana and I'm super excited to have you here today. I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Air Jordan 4 Craft, or Retro SEs as they're labelled on the box, in the colourway Photon Dust. We'll go through the design, how they look on feet, sizing, and then current pricing. I do also have a video on how I have styled these, so if you're interested in that, I'll be sure to link that down below. Before I dive in, if you enjoy this video and you do want to see more from me, then please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. So I of course have to start with the box, just because it's been absolutely ages since I received a box this nice. So it's in the Photon Dust grey, and then you've got these really cool speckles all over it. You've got the flight across the front as usual, and then the jumping man is in the pale vanilla colour as we see on the shoe, which is just such a nice little feature. So as you'll see, I picked them up in a UK men's 6, which is a US 7 and a Euro 40, which is just my regular size. Inside the box is filled with the pale vanilla again, and then the protection sheet again is covered in the speckles that we see on the outer of the box. So these are part of the Craft line, which is essentially about making the shoes look more handmade and less mechanical, and they achieve this through the use of more earthy colorways and also lots of different materials. We've seen this already this year on the Jordan 1 mids and the lows, and we've also seen it now on the Jordan 2s also. But for me, the Jordan 4s definitely have to top all of those. I think the colorway that they've chosen here is just so beautiful. I love how the different greys are contrasting with each other. You've got these really nice cool tones, and then at the bottom you've got this much darker, richer grey running through, and I always think having a darker splash at the base of your trainers always just makes them so much more flattering. And I love how the grey contrasts with this yellow, which they officially call the pale vanilla, and they're also just going to be such a fun pair to style. As I've said, I have got a separate video on how I've styled these, so if you want to see how I've thrown some outfits together with them, then definitely check that out. I will link it down below. So we've got a very traditional Air Jordan 4 outsole. We start to see some of the yellow elements here with the jumping man and up at the top too. So the upper is where you really start to see those craft elements come into play. They've used multiple materials. They've been really generous with the amount of materials they've used. You've got suede, you've got embossed suede, you've got this soft leather, then you've got cracked leather. And I just absolutely love seeing the way that they all work together to give you that really crafted experience. The suede feels really nice. It does seem quite premium. It's more of like a kind of like hairy sort of suede. The suede they've used down at the toe box is quite similar to the suede they've used at the tongue. They've also added this little patch at the top here, which does feel pretty random, but it is quite cute, and I guess it just again adds to that whole crafted experience. The panel surrounding the toe box, instead of just using one cut of material as they usually would, they have seamed together two, which again just adds to that crafted feel. So they've taken off the netting but mimicked it by adding in this suede panel, which has an embossed print of the netting on it, which I just think, although controversial, that is such a cool feature of this particular pair. I feel like again it's toned down, it's muted, it just adds such interest, and I also think it adds just a little bit more durability. You're not going to have to worry about that netting getting all discoloured and horrible. So at the top of the toe box you'll see that they've used a really soft, gentle, tumbled leather. Now so far I haven't even worn these shoes out. I've literally only tried them on indoors, and as you'll see they've already got creases, so that is just something to watch out for. And then that leather follows through around to the outer side here, and then they've also added this really cool cracked leather. We've got it here and we've also got it on the inner just a little bit, and I like that they haven't overdone that, because I think it would have looked quite tacky if they had, but I think a little touch of it is very cool and it just adds a little bit of intrigue. And then back here you will see where the smooth leather meets the cracked leather. But yeah, you can see that they definitely have really tried to use some nice premium materials on this pair. Now for me, it definitely was the colorway that got me really excited for these Jordan 4s. I absolutely love grey. I just think the way that they have contrast these different tones of grey is just absolutely wicked. I love this pair so much. just for that alone. This Photon Grey definitely has a bluey hue to it, which makes it just so versatile when it comes to styling these. I've done a separate video where I've shown how to style these a few different ways, so if you are looking for some styling inspo, definitely check that out. It'll be linked down in the description. Also, we've got the lace locks in the yellow, and then we've got the jumping man on the tongue on the outer, and then you've just got the Air Jordan appliqued in on the inside of the tongue. Again, that is in a yellow, and the Air Jordan is written in a white. The inside of the sole is super soft. It feels really nice and plush. And then at the back, we've also got the jumping man in yellow. The laces, again, are in the cool tone grey. I think it would have been really nice, however, if they had added in another pair of laces that were in that pale vanilla colour, because I think that could have looked fire. And then the back pull is in this darker grey, which again just adds in a little bit more depth with all the different grey combinations we've got going on. At the bottom we've got that cream sail colour, which really beautifully breaks up the grey tones. Now on foot, these do look wicked. I have to say, I do particularly love this silhouette. So regardless of these being a men's fit, I did stay true to size, which is a 6, and the sizing is absolutely spot on. So I would just say stay true to size if you are thinking about getting these. This is obviously a very structured pair of shoes, and you obviously can feel that inside. For me, they are comfy. The only thing I would call out is if you have got wide feet, I do feel like these would pinch just a little bit. I, however, have been told that I've got more narrow feet and they are really comfy on me. So yeah, that is just something to caveat, but I don't know that it would be too big of a problem. So in terms of pricing, I was actually lucky enough to secure these on the Sneakers app the day that they launched, which was February 11th here in the UK. So I got them for £199.95, and already they are going for a bit more than that on the resale market. They're currently at between £210 and £240. So if you are interested in them, I definitely do think now would probably be a better time to purchase them, just as look at them, the colours are absolutely perfect for spring summer, so I would not be surprised if we get closer into the year, the prices of them really start to climb. Clearly, I do absolutely love these Air Jordan 4 Crafts, but please do let me know what your impressions of them are down in the comments.